Daryl Morey came into draft night with a plan, and he most surely executed it. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you are new to the channel and love talking Philly sports every single day, we'll go right ahead and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you turn on post notifications so you know when I go live or drop some content. On that note, if you loved what the Sixers were able to do on draft day, smash that like button. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topic, and that is my recap of draft day. Let's start by congratulating this man right here. My goodness, what a great draft day. And it started with the Al Horford trade. And yes, at first I thought we gave up our first round pick for this draft. Found out it was a 2025th. And we gave up the second round pick, which was pick 34 overall. I mean, I don't care. Al Horford's contract was so bad, I didn't believe we were going to be able to dump it. And I said as soon as we signed Daryl Morey, if there's one guy to do it, it's Daryl Morey, and bang, he did it ASAP. Perfectly done. And the bonus was Terrence Ferguson and Danny Green, who in 2019 shot 45% from three. And yes, last year with the Lakers, he shot only 36%. So if we get the good version, good. If we get the bad version, well, he's going to be going at the end of this year and maybe could be cut at any time. The main thing we wanted to do was get the money that we owed Al Horford off the books because he didn't produce. He would have sat the bench and came in the second unit anyway. You can't get space for Joel Embiid if you got Ben Simmons, Al Horford, Tobias Harris, and Josh Richardson at the three-point line. Come on. So let's be honest. Danny Green's not good, but who do you want to take the three? Al Horford or Danny Green? Okay then. And even still, Danny Green or not, it was a great thing to get that money off the books for free agents this year who now we can afford and possibly going forward. And just remember, Daryl Morey, Doc Rivers, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, we got money, we can attract some all-stars. Simple and plain. But let's get into the rest of what Daryl Morey did. And wait 1 second, let's give him another round of applause. Hey, I got to keep giving it to my man because then I went to sleep because I had to go to work early, had to do some stuff before I get to work. So I woke up to Josh Richardson being traded to the Dallas Mavericks with the 36 overall pick for Seth Curry. Another great move. You get the cheaper guy who got 3 years on his contract, and you got rid of the guy who costs more money. And he would have had a player option next year, so who knows if he would have been in Philly. Now, nothing against Jay Rich. He has a good skill set, but he doesn't fit. Joel Embiid needs to have shooters around him, so the floor is spaced. You can't double team Joel Embiid if you got Seth Curry open at the three, a 45% three-point shooter. You can't. And the dude averaged pretty much the same as Josh Richardson in less minutes. And I think he's on the uptick when it comes to his skill set. Now, he's no Steph Curry, but he can shoot the three like all the Currys, including his dad. Simple and plain. Staying on Seth Curry, this guy is going to bring that JJ Redick element to this team. He might not be as great as off the pick and roll shooting, but he is a sniper from three, catch and shoot, create his own shot at the three. He can do it all. And remember, JJ Redick, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, when they were on the court together, they were plus 18. It's proven to work. These players need space. They need shooters. I mean, what more can we say to anybody? I don't understand why Elton Brand, Josh Harris, and Brett Brown didn't understand it. They didn't understand it. But let's get back to Daryl Morey and Seth Curry. He came out and said everything that happened in the draft was predicated on Seth Curry. I think he knew prior to pick number 21, he had that trade locked up for Seth Curry. That's why when the Sixers got on the board at 21, you had Tyrell Terry out of Stanford who shoots 40% from three. You had Desmond Bane from TCU who shoots 43% from three. And you had the Kentucky guy that we got, Tyrese Maxey, but he only shoots 29% from 3. Now you would think the Sixers needing all this shooting, get the shooters. But he knew he had Seth Curry. I believe he has a little faith in Danny Green. Probably not that much, but like I said, we got money for free agents, which we'll talk about at the end of this. But he had faith in Seth Curry because he knew he was getting the trade, so he went with the combo guard, a guy who can play defense, a guy who can play offense, a guy who can create his own shot. And yes, 29% from 3 is a concern, but here are some positives. When he's going against top 25 talent, he shot the ball 40% from 3, so he does elevate his game when the competition gets tough. Also, he's a pretty good free throw shooter. I believe he's in the 80%, 80-something percent. And normally, guys who shoot good free throws can normally raise their 3% shooting up. And a lot of experts say he just got to get a little bit more lift in his shot. I mean, he definitely is a shot creator, a playmaker, and a guy who can get it done on the defense. And again, that's where it all comes back to Daryl Morey had a plan. The first one was to get rid of Al Horford so we can have money to get NBA shooters. The second one was get Seth Curry, who he believes is a sniper and can get better from 3 and just overall in his game. And the third thing was to get a guy who can come off the bench early in his career and create his own shot and create for others. Because what's a 3-point shooter coming off the bench with the second unit who can't create nothing for each other? And down the line, maybe he gets in the starting lineup, maybe he gets a 3-point better, but I like his upside as just a general playmaker who can be a ball handling shooter and creating his own shot, because sometimes you need a bucket from your second unit, and he might be that guy. Again, he's young, from Kentucky, who I love their program. They have a pro-style program. They do good things. Look at Joel Embiid. Look at Anthony Davis. Even Tyler Hero is a Kentucky guy. And he looks up to guys like Rondo, who came in and showed him the ropes. He loves Ben Simmons already, so I like our first-round pick. Shout out to Tyrell Terry and Desmond Bane. I like what they can do too, but I'm happy with our guy. Now let's move on to the 49th overall pick and Isaiah Joe, who is another shooter. That's the thing. Daryl Morey didn't come in here blind. He didn't do a Howie Roseman. He came in and he had everything under control. From early in the draft to late in the draft to the trades, he did what he needed to do. He got Seth Curry, so he didn't need to get a first-round shooter. But then he said, okay, we gave some picks away. Let's get a backup shooter just in case. Isaiah Joe, I think he's around 40% out of Arkansas. He can shoot. He's a volume shooter in college, so who knows what it will translate into the pros. But I like the signing. Just some more reliable shooting just in case other players go south. Cough, cough, Danny Green. Anyways, let's get to the last guy who I'm not really sure of. He goes by Paul Reed, and again, not too sure of him. I heard he's a power forward who plays in small ball. He's a smaller type power forward, a guy who can run the floor. He's scrappy. He plays defense. He got a little shot. Like I said, I don't know too much about him, so I'm not going to speak on him. If you know more about him, let me know in the comment section. I greatly appreciate it. But when you look at the 3 draft picks, what we were able to do for this roster, acquiring some shooters, freeing up some much needed money, I love it. Like I said in the beginning of this video, with the money we got, we can attract some names. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Doc Rivers, Daryl Morey. Who wouldn't want to play with them? Let's be real. Also, I almost forgot. With the money we acquired, I did a video. Let's be real. And to finish it up, let's talk about some free agents who I kind of did a video on, but I was skeptical about these guys because of the lack of money. But these are shooters who are not going to cost you much because their team is going to try to bring them back, and they will be in a bidding war. You might have to overpay a little bit, not no Al Horford kind of money, but David Bertans, a spot up 40+% 3-point shooter who is pro ready. he would help on this team. Jay Crowder, a guy who just played in the finals with the Heat, shot 40+% from three, can play defense, brings that edge to this team. And lastly, Joe Harris, a three-point specialist who's always in a three-point competition, a guy who can jack them up, who can come off screens, who can be your JJ Redick, Seth Curry, Joe Harris, David Bertan. One of them three free agent signings would be perfect. And I didn't think we had enough money to get them prior to dumping the salary, but now, like I said, everything's fallen into place because Daryl Morey didn't come in blind. He came into draft day from the afternoon to the evening to the end of the night with a plan. He knows what he's doing, and that's why I can't wait for Sixers basketball. But let me know in the comment section if you would pick one of them three shooters, who would it be? And I wouldn't even be surprised if he was able to finagle something to get a Bradley Beal, to get a Zach LaVine, to get a big three even this year, even though I think it will be easier next year. With all that being said, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. Man, one more time, let's give a round of applause for Daryl Morey. Great job, great job, great job. Whew. So like I said, don't forget, let me know your thoughts in the comment section on some free agents and also on our draft picks and everything that happened on draft day. Let me know in the comment section. Love hearing from you guys. I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Until next time, we out.